Hello guys, so let me tell you about breasts today, how to touch breasts in sex. It's very important for men to know how to touch breasts because they are very important for women. They're a very important part of a woman's body, of her connection to her body. And unfortunately, men don't understand really how to touch breasts well. And that causes a lot of discomfort and a lot of unpleasant feelings for women in sex. So let me tell you about that. And this all comes from my 20 years of experience of working with women as a sex therapist and a sex coach. So first of all, what do breasts actually feel? A lot of men wonder, are they sexual? Are they not sexual? They are kind of a funny place. They're not a sexual organ in the sense, in the same way as the genitals. So it's not like in the genitals where you press on a sensitive area like the clitoris, you will give her a really clear sexual sensation. Breasts are a little bit more complicated than that. The nipples can feel sexual in that way. They can give a strong sexual sensation, but maybe in the minority of women that I've worked with, that was the case. The majority of women either feel nice, something quite nice, but not really kind of the same as that sexual feeling in the clitoris. And quite a few women maybe have quite a faint feeling, or some have no feeling at all. So there are some women who will feel a very clear sexual feeling from the nipples. That is true, but there's nothing to be said in general. Every woman is different. Likewise with the whole breasts itself. There are some women who just will not enjoy anything in the breast. They just don't feel anything there. It's like touching a knee or something. They just don't have a connection, any feeling there. The nipples are not the only part that should be touching. The whole breast is also really important to touch. But the whole breast doesn't give a sexual feeling. It doesn't give that clear sexual sensation. But it is still important because you're not just trying to give her a sexual feeling. She gets another very important feeling there in the breast. And that is that it is held, it is loved. She feels that kind of emotional nourishment from you touching the whole breast, not just the nipple. And that is a very important feeling for her that really connects her more to her sexuality and lets her open to you more and makes the rest of her body sensitive. So even though it's kind of not a sexual feeling and you don't expect a very clear sexual sensation, it is still a very important feeling, a very important sensation of feeling loved, feeling nurtured, feeling connected. And that is a part of her arousal. So how do you touch breasts? Men often don't know what to do with breasts. They kind of don't understand how they feel. So they just know that they love them and they're soft and they really like to touch them and they feel really squidgy. So men are like, kind of grabbing them and squeezing them, bless them, just trying to feel that squidginess. It makes women feel a bit like it's a bit mechanical, it's a bit weird, and often it's actually kind of painful and uncomfortable, and women get really pissed off with how the breasts are touched. So just be aware of that. You do not want to be squeezing them and grabbing them. Do not squeeze them and grab them. It's a really horrible way of touching a woman's body. Never grab her breasts. Don't do stuff you see in porn, like squeezing, things like this. Never. You want to hold them, you want to cup them, you want to treat them not as squeegee, but as tender. Touch them as something tender, something that can be easily bruised, yeah? So you are enjoying their softness with care, but you do want to enjoy their softness, so you don't want to be touching them in different places. And just understand that you are touching a place, see it almost as an expression of her heart, because they're very connected to her heart and they're on her chest, and she feels that kind of emotional connection there with you. So be as tender with the breasts as you would be with her heart. So the kind of movement that would be better to use instead of squeezing would be just holding the breast, cupping it, just very gentle overflow on it, shifting the breast in different places, moving on and off it, going around it, touching the parts above the breast, below the breast. So that is, you just want to have an interflow of all those kinds of movements. And you can use your face as well, which would be just moving around the breast. It is very important that you don't focus only on nipples, even though they might give a more of a sensation as such, but she will still appreciate you more touching the whole breast, because it gives you that connection, that feeling of being held, being loved. It's still so very, very important. You don't need to try to touch the breasts with 2 hands all the time. It might be uncomfortable in most positions. You can touch them with 1 hand. Another really good thing to do is to use your face on them. In any case, whenever you're touching the breast, enjoy the feeling of the softness. Enjoy it with care so that you can actually feel that softness without like breaking it too much, you know? And that will allow you to treat the breasts respectfully, but also you will enjoy that feeling of softness on you, on your hands or on your face. I would enjoy breasts all the time. There's no particular time in sex when you just want to, like, you know, give it a 2-minute slot and that's it, and not do it before or after. I would actually involve the breasts throughout sex. So as soon as you start any kind of arousal and touching her whole body, you start involving the breasts all the time together with her whole body. When you're having sex later, even if you're giving her oral sex, you can keep your hands on the breasts. Even if you are having intercourse, you keep caressing her breasts and feeding her breasts. It's really nice for her to stay connected to you through her breasts all the time. It's going to make a big difference. Like I said, with the nipple, it is nice to play with it in passing, never focusing just on that, but include it as you are touching the whole of the breast. If you want to learn more, you can check out my online courses. I show all the demonstrations there of different kinds of touch you can use on the breast and on the nipples, different techniques on the nipples, how to use your mouth on the nipples. It's obviously not the kind of stuff I can put on YouTube, but it is all there. That's it, guys. I hope it helped. Please love breasts, enjoy breasts, give them lots of love. That is the most important thing, that they need to be loved. Don't work them. There's no point in working them. They are not a place you work. There's nothing you can achieve there with the work. They are a place to be loved. They want to feel loved. Give them lots of love. That's what you need. That's how you get through to the woman, through her breasts. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like. That really helps me. Subscribe to the channel. That really helps me to support my channel. And I'll see you soon. Enjoy.